Major Weiss, if I can also take a question with regards to what is the plan next, because several reports essentially suggesting that Israeli troops which are moving towards the southern side with the aim of taking full control of Gaza Strip. While retaliatory airstrikes are continuing, there are reports coming in that perhaps Israeli troops are now planning to enter Gaza. Is that correct?
We are not at that stage right now. The focus has been and remains on securing Israeli territory, on protecting the civilians within Israel, and to make sure that Hamas cannot keep attacking and cannot continue waging terror that we have seen in the last few days. So that really remains the operational focus right now.
With regards to Hamas targets, within 24 hours, you were able to target Hamas's intelligence chief's premises. Could you tell us about the significant Hamas targets that you've been able to neutralize over the last 48 hours?
Absolutely. So, of course, part of this mission of keeping Israelis safe and securing our border is to strike Hamas targets from where we know they have been launching rockets, from where they've been launching these attacks that we've seen in the last few days. So we have been striking these locations, again, to make sure that they are unable to continue attacking Israel. And we certainly have been striking those sites. And this is something that we continue to do in order to secure our country.
Major Weiss, could you help us understand with regards to any particular Hamas target of significant value that has been neutralized over the last 24 hours? For instance, reports came in about the intelligence chief of Hamas. Any other significant target that you've been able to neutralize?
There have been several. We've been able to neutralize several launching sites from where they've been launching rockets, weapons caches where they store rockets and other types of weapons, command and control centers, intelligence centers, communication centers. So these have certainly been significant assets that Hamas has been using in the last several days in their attack against Israel.
Major Weiss, many of us here who've been tracking this for quite some time were taken by surprise with the stockpile that Hamas had. Many also suspect that there would be some country or the other which may have backed the Hamas, and this was being planned over a period of time. In fact, one of your parliamentarians with whom I spoke last evening clearly hit out at Iran. Over 48 hours, have you been able to identify who exactly is supporting the Hamas in terms of providing them with the logistical support? Is there some clarity on that front?
Well, what I can say is that we know historically there is a close relationship between Iran and Hamas, both in terms of financial support of millions of dollars that Iran has given to Hamas and other types of support. I don't know in this situation. I can't go beyond that here, but I will say that we have seen Hamas in the last decade invest millions of dollars, all of their resources in improving and really creating a top-of-the-line terror organization. This has been their main focus. Of course, rather than invest into the civilian population within the Gaza Strip, they have been keenly focused on amassing arms and continuing their terror. So this is something that we've been calling to the attention of the world over the years. And it's unfortunately a horrible reality that we have had to live with, and certainly in a very acute sense in the last several days.
But Major Weiss, is there any particular evidence that points towards Iran? As I understand, Hamas leaders did actually have a meeting with the Iranian leadership just days before the attack took place. Can you help us understand if you've been able to piece together any specific evidence pointing towards Iran's role?
Again, aside from understanding the long-standing relationship and history that exists between Iran and Hamas. I don't at this stage have more information to share with you on that.
Okay. Major Weiss, if I can just turn the focus on right now with regards to what's happening on the northern border of Israel. The fear being that this could turn out to become a two-side war, multi-pronged war, if I may say so, especially with the Hezbollah now trying to enter. What is the latest update that you have with regards to whether at all Hezbollah has also tried to infiltrate from the northern side? Any latest update with regards to how things are basically changing on the northern front?
So we've been monitoring the northern border very, very closely since, of course, the events of Saturday. And first and foremost, we've sent a very, very clear message to the other terror organizations that are operating on Israel's borders, and of course to the countries that harbor them and support them, which is to not get involved in what is going on right now and to not test us. Yesterday, we did see several infiltrations by members of the terror organization Palestinian Islamic Jihad from Lebanon into Israel. But the situation right now is one that we are monitoring very, very closely. And again, we reiterate that message, which is to not get involved in what is going on and to not test us at this time with their involvement.